Chat, here we go. We got ourselves a matchup of two players who are pushing to make it into the Ranked Royale. If you haven't been staying up with the channel, I have announced a tournament that will be happening in a little under a week that the qualifier for is completely ranked 1v1. I did not invite a single player to the event. All of the players who make it will be off of their great performance in ranked, and one of those players who maybe you hadn't heard of, who has been playing well and is actually currently in the position to get one of the 3 automatic invites, which would be top 3 in NA, is Wahvey. Wahvey getting scored on here against Mawkzy to start the game. Mawkzy started in this ranked season already as one of the top 3 players, as he normally is, and he hasn't dropped down yet. He was telling Wahvey that he wants him to queue ranked after this show match so that he can try and grind even more games. Mawkzy, I would be very, very surprised if he doesn't end up in the top 3 on the EU side. He's done this move twice now. He's getting this reset and then going for a ground pinch, but he's just kind of protecting the ball in a 50. He got another reset on the ball there. It's actually an insane couple plays for Mawkzy to start the game. And as you might have noticed, we are going to be doing a EU versus NA game here as we take 2 players who are slotted to potentially qualify for the events. One from France and the other from the US. So we did a coin flip to start the series. Mawkzy is just absolutely dominating right here at the start. He has won every kickoff, and he has converted every kickoff, which can be a nightmare if you can't either handle somebody's offense when they have space, like Mawkzy's been able to create, or if you can't handle the kickoff, you probably need to handle at least a little bit of both to slow down the momentum. Otherwise, Mawkzy will just run it up. I mean, this is unfortunately not going well for Wahvey. It is away server. He's got 88 ping here. You can always turn it around. I don't think this is Wahvey's debut. Wahvey has played on the channel a good while ago. He's been rated high in 1s before, playing for Charlotte Phoenix in 3s. There, Wahvey's on the board. So the absolute smackdown of the first minute is over. And Wahvey currently channeling the power of Gen G with his decal. I do expect him to catch back up here. He's just dug himself a bit of a hole. As I was saying, I think Mawkzy won the coin flip, which means 3 of the games will be on his server. Wahvey decided to do our classic rotation for normal best of 5s, which is just back and forth. So we'll start on EU, then we'll go to NA, and back and forth the rest of the way until the series is over. So it's on Wahvey's shoulders to have to try and steal at least 1 EU game if he wants to win the series. He's been able to beat Mawkzy in the past just based on 1v1 uploads that I've seen from Wahvey. He's uploading his 1v1s right now during his run to qualify for the event. And Mawkzy has played him a couple times. I would guess both times they played on USC servers. I didn't pull up the replays to find out. But my guess is Mawkzy took the trip over to USC in an attempt to try and beat him. And those went 1-1. Mawkzy 1-1, Wahvey 1-1. So if Wahvey is only able to win half of his USC servers and he can't grab an EU game, then I think that means we'll be looking at a 3-1 of sorts. But hopefully Wahvey can compete here on EU servers as well. In your Beast Mode and Daniel video, you wondered why they were replacing Com first and now Torment. Someone had a great point. The player profile point of view, Rise is maybe a better replacement for Com, where Daniel's defensive prowess is more suitable to replace Torment. Yeah, I've heard people talking about the Daniel move, by the way. Shift announcing that Daniel seems likely to be headed to version 1. They're in talks to acquire him, but you never know. That kind of stuff could fall through. But yeah, the first game was on USC and the second one on EU. Oh, is that right? The Wahvey game's on ranked. You're saying you knew the servers they played in. So does that mean that Wahvey... Which one did Wahvey win on? Did he win on his own server or EU servers? Right now he's down 6-3. Mawkzy seems to have a favorite attack in this first game, which is a wall to air dribble into a ground pinch in an attempt to score past Wahvey. He's gotten a couple different 50s. This last time Wahvey backed off, able to get an easy save. Mawkzy going to the ceiling again. Ceiling resets and another ground pinch. I mean, if Wahvey sees this coming, he can't just camp in net, make somewhat easy saves. Mawkzy's challenging from the ceiling now. Wahvey tried to drop the ball down as soon as he saw the high challenge. And now he's going to get himself demoed. He's playing a bit of keep away. Mawkzy has actually slotted it perfectly to not let Wahvey get to it. He didn't put a ton of power on it, but he put it right in the right spot. That Wahvey's respawn. I think he shot it before he even knew where the respawn was going to be, so he just took the risk that Wahvey was respawning the left side. Wahvey won the first one, and Mawkzy took the second. Each won their own servers. Oh, I see. Well, we'll see how it goes today. If it goes that way today, Mawkzy will get the series, getting to play Game 5 on his own servers. Mawkzy reset into the flick. Wahvey camera check to see if he has to deal with Mawkzy coming to challenge him, and he recognizes that he does. So he goes to try and pinch the ball low. I think he was just trying to get it underneath the challenge. He actually ended up 50ing it with Mawkzy, pushing it right into him. Either way, he does not angle to start an air dribble. He knows he's not going to be able to. Instead, he just preps to get a goal, and he's got another kickoff now. 7-5. Still in favor of Mawkzy, but Wahvey having a much better start after what I believe was the 4-0 start. It's now 5-3 in favor of the American. Wahvey rolling to dribble on the goal line. Trying to win a 50 as Mawkzy approached out. Mawkzy able to escape. First time we've seen him go to his flick. And he hasn't hit it like we are used to seeing. Minute left to go, and he's in possession now. I don't see Mawkzy taking too big of risks, as he knows he just needs to hold on for a few more moments. Following this ball up after launching it towards Wahvey's net, making sure he does not comfortably get control. Wahvey's going to roll us up the wall, but certainly that leads to a Mawkzy dribble. Mawkzy, the reset, doesn't use the flip, and instead lets the ball bounce and bumps Wahvey on the goal line. 35 seconds. The last time Mawkzy touched it was far away from the net. Mawkzy, the no-look. We've seen him hit the no-look before. I forget who he hit the first. He was the first one to hit a no-look. I forget who he was playing against. But the reverse cam on the double this time is saved. Mawkzy feeling comfortable, though, in game number 1 on the EU server. We're going to head over to US East next, where Wahvey, at least in the most recent ranked game they played against each other, was able to get the better of Mawkzy. Yeah, his name is pronounced Wahvey despite the H. I have confirmed with him. Mawkzy dropping it to the ground. Game 1, 8-5, as we hop over to US East. US East servers now, almost a perfect ping swap for Mawkzy and Wahvey. I think Mawkzy has a considerable amount more show match experience, which is something that is very relevant when it comes to transitioning your ranked game into show match performance. Wahvey right before this was actually in the process of dominating a show match before this game started. Of course, that one was a 2v2 game. I believe it was a Charlotte versus Ghost 2v2, where Wahvey was actually able to dominate. It looked like full sweep, and in the last game I saw, he was playing very well. $200. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Vacanus, thank you for the $200 donation. $100 to each regional winner of the Royale. May the best man win. Thank you, Vacanus. He talked to me about how he wanted to donate to the prize pool for Ranked Royale, and we're going to bump up the $4,000 prize pool to now $4,200. The winner's getting just a bit more. Thank you for the donation, Vacanus. In the meantime, Mawkzy playing from the ceiling again. Not normally where we see him play for, but the perfect setup results in being able to not have to use boost at all as he falls towards the ball and uses the flip late. Scores first over Wahvey. Wahvey looking like he was going for a really interesting sidewall double. Wasn't quite able to get it. He was trying to go for it on very little boost. And now Mawkzy able to run it straight down center field. Wahvey trying to wave dash to push the ball out of dangerous way into the corner, it seemed, but didn't get the connection he wanted. Wahvey stealing over possession at midfield. Great flick. Jumping and getting a good amount of height at the start of this flick. Making sure that Mawkzy never has a chance to intercept it. If he tries to flick that ball low into the top shelf, it will take an angle above Mawkzy that his pre-jump might be able to get to, but with such a high first jump, makes it so all Mawkzy can do is watch as it falls in his net. Another ceiling play from Mawkzy. Wahvey doing his best to be patient on these reads. Mawkzy's been using the flip as well as faking and taking it to the ground on multiple occasions. Doing a good job of making it hard on Wahvey. Wahvey prioritizing the ball over the boost. He's going to use some wall dashes to stick with this play, but there's no doubt that he's still in danger, and I'm not sure that flip is it. I mean, I don't know if it mattered because he was certainly going to get scored on. But is there a world in which he lets himself fall to the ground and then recovers a little bit faster? Flipping so high in the air, just going to further delay the recovery. Mawkzy, another kickoff win. That'll certainly be a storyline of this matchup. If Wahvey cannot figure out the kickoffs, he's going to have a really tough time. Kind of do or die here for Wahvey in game number 2 because he's on his USD servers. He's headed back to EU for game 3. Wahvey trying to rush this ball to net after a kickoff win. Should be able to steal Mawkzy's back corner. Mawkzy actually bumped off the ball in his attempts to carry it away. He's able to clip just enough to get the clear, so he'll have time to reset on boost, but he actually just dives on Wahvey in the back wall. Instead of grabbing boost and just preparing for defense, he got very aggressive. Found himself on the wrong side of the ball in an all-in demo play. Wahvey launching a kickoff on target. Mawkzy backing off into net, threatening going in and out as a way to show that he will be able to get high if Wahvey shoots there. But ultimately, it is tough to make the right save once you're deep in the net, no matter what you're doing, and Wahvey's able to place it top right. I think priority number 1 right now for Wahvey is to neutralize these kickoffs. Find a way to at least come off neutral. He's won a few, but certainly the advantage has been to Mawkzy. Wave dash kickoff for both. Mawkzy, who is preoccupied with trying to control the ball, actually ends up with neither possession nor boost. Great challenge here, though. Mawkzy able to intercept before Wahvey can pull back off the ball. He was trying to lean back and create a wall for Mawkzy to challenge into, but it didn't matter. What a tight angle! Mawkzy is going to score this. I don't think Wahvey was really worried about a shot coming from this position. It's such a slow shot, but it doesn't matter when it's on target, and Wavey's just awkward enough to not be able to save it clean. Mawkzy not even going to this kickoff at all. Doesn't want to let Wahvey get a read, but Wahvey just takes it right at him. And Mawkzy doesn't get the save. Normally, a low boost take like this at net is not something that counters the half flip kickoff very well. The defender gets a save and then has a massive boost advantage afterwards. But if you do manage to get it past, Can't convert. Quick goal. I mean, here, Wahvey, let me help you out here, my man. I have watched a lot of Mawkzy games. You do not ever swing this wide. Mawkzy can slot top left every single flick. You could cheat to the left side, and he'll still beat you to the top left. You definitely cannot get away with swinging that far wide. Wahvey able to stop this kickoff goal, but only for a moment. Mawkzy follows it right back up. Wahvey able to grab midfield. Decides to back off again. Mawkzy has been way too effective when Wahvey gives him space. Might be forced to play a bit more aggressive. Oh, he missed this quick shot. He got the demo. Should be able to control the ball and get a goal from this. He does. The landing demo on Mawkzy. Double wave dash kickoff again. Wahvey not quite able to get a goal. What a save from Mawkzy. Boost advantage. Wavey's going to let Mawkzy double jump here. Stay patient and collect the ball. He knows he can score eventually with how low Mawkzy is. Actually, great patience here. I think a lot of people would have tried to beat Mawkzy right away after grabbing the boost. Might have tried to speed to the ball as it was high before Mawkzy could recover to it. And that might have resulted in a 50 that could have cleared the ball. Instead, Wahvey stayed patient, let Mawkzy double jump, just collected and then attacked on a zero boost defender. Mawkzy, so effective. Oh my goodness, this is technically an own goal. I think it was missed. Yeah, Wahvey is laughing at himself because I want to say it was off the backboard and then, or it was off the post, and Wahvey doubles it in. 9-7, 46 seconds. Mawkzy getting gifted subs, trying to throw him off. Wahvey needs to use that to his advantage. He's not going to be able to get the midfield boost. He knows that. Instead of trying to flip to it, should have gotten him demoed or put him out of position. He does head to his own back corner. Mawkzy overshooting the nets, but actually setting himself up perfectly. Had he put that on target, Wahvey had a save and would have cleared it. Instead, Mawkzy gives it one last touch that makes it miss the net, but sets up for the infield bounce and the perfect follow-up. 10-7. Wahvey likely needed this EU game to go his way. Falling from the ceiling now. As long as he's in control of the ball, it doesn't really matter. Rizettes, thank you for the raid. Wahvey is going to put another in. 4 seconds, it's not impossible. Needs a very quick goal and then Mawkzy to really hand over the next kickoff. But with this one going even fairly neutral, it does end game number 2. So Mawkzy 2-0, able to steal a game on US East. Wahvey gonna have to steal 2 EU games now if he wants to win the series. Game number 3, Wahvey and Mawkzy. I would say this is almost a re-debut for Wahvey. It's when he played previously, I believe it was a long time ago. He is having such a tough time right now with Mawkzy's kickoff and specifically his followed possessions. Mawkzy's done such a good job of varying his attack and converting on a really high percentage of them. Rizettes, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub. Great to have you here. Time to see if the Gen G powers can finally arrive with a decal. Mawkzy able to make the goal line save. Draw the ball out to the midfield. He's actually on the wrong side of the ball, but Wahvey not in control of it. Flips past what he thought was an expected Mawkzy touch, and here's the ceiling reset. Wahvey backed off into the net again. This has actually been the best situation for Wahvey. When Mawkzy tries to go for those ground pinches and Wahvey waits in net, this is one of the few times that he's been able to stop Mawkzy's offense, but then he takes it straight down directly at the nets. And I mean, the ball's on top of his car so late in the dribble. I don't know if you're ever really going to get away with that. The only kind of flick that I see working there is if he tries to launch it high over the nets where Mawkzy misses, and then maybe a follow-up. Certainly much safer to drop the ball a bit lower by the time you're in front of the net. Mawkzy wave dash kickoff goes about as good as it possibly could. So not looking great for Wahvey. Thank you, UA Soup Time, for the brand new Prime. Mawkzy makes it 4. Wahvey has been grinding and performing well in North American ranks. But going up against Mawkzy in a show match is a whole nother animal. 88 ping for Wahvey versus Mawkzy's 20. He has not been able to set up a dribble. Mawkzy has been immediately stealing it away, even though he gets a touch to slow this one down. It's 5-0 in favor of Mawkzy. Matched wave dash kickoff for Wahvey. Mawkzy staying on the ball. This could be a scoring opportunity. Mawkzy actually protecting the angle, though, that Wahvey would need to take to make a play on the net. So it delayed him for a moment, but as soon as Mawkzy heads to pick up boost, Wahvey does get on the scoreboard. So game number 1, he let 4 in early before getting a 5th. Oh, sorry, before getting his 1st. This time he lets 5 in, and might just be a bit too much of a hill to climb. Certainly many other players have tried to take Mawkzy down in show matches with even and have not been able to with even less of a deficit to start with. Oh, and if Mawkzy's flick is on point, there's not much you could do. This is what I'm talking about. This time Wahvey is prepared for the top left position. He is angled right at that spot, but it doesn't matter because when Mawkzy's on, he's on. Wahvey reset really close to Mawkzy's net. Even if Mawkzy wasn't around, reset wasn't much of a shot, just kind of slowing the ball or popping it ever so slightly. Not often is that going to outplay a defender like Mawkzy. This is a great steal, though. And a good sign for Wahvey going forward. Previously, everything Mawkzy wanted, he got once he had possession and was attacking a retreating Wahvey, but Wahvey turning it a bit early. He's got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so he actually has more than enough time to come back. He's going to win this race to the midfield and steal the back corner. After getting bumped, he quickly recovers control, and now Mawkzy backing off to the back corner. Wahvey, another one of these bounce dribbles. He's tried to 50 a couple times, and I get the feeling that Wahvey is used to that working better than it has against Mawkzy. Mawkzy's done a really good job at making his challenge worth everything it possibly could be. Wahvey from the ceiling! What a shot! Wahvey needed a spark, and this just might be it. A huge risk with 2 minutes left to go. And he goes for the high double. The all-in play with absolutely zero boost left over. If he doesn't score it, Mawkzy almost wraps up the entire show match, but Wahvey hit it when he needed it most. The comeback's not over yet, though. Wahvey wave dashing to the ball, cost him his life, but I think he has actually delayed the shot long enough to respawn and make a play on it. Mawkzy going for another one of those wave dash shots. And Wahvey has recognized that the wave dash shots and the ground pinches have not been there for Mawkzy, so he's been able to be a lot more passive and just play off of those. His backflip challenge is solid, but Mawkzy never leaves a window for Wahvey to take it away. You see Wahvey waiting on the side of the ball, looking for the window, looking for a slight slip up of Mawkzy's movement where he can beat him to the ball. It's just never available. Mawkzy is been a hound on the ball. He's got control again. Wahvey is really testing fate here by letting Mawkzy get to that flick. Not a lot of people see that setup and come out alive. Shadowing once again. Mawkzy to his spot. The flick is in. 7-3. This one did not come with the power we're used to seeing, but still converted for a goal. I don't know how many players I've seen let Mawkzy get to his spot like that and get away with it. Almost no one of any caliber can stop Mawkzy when you let him have those flicks. Four goals in 40 seconds to get him. Wahvey gets the first. Mawkzy backing off. Does not have the challenge after turning in for the back corner. He's going to fake this kickoff, or not fake it, but half flip on it. Back to try and waste time. This is Mawkzy doing his best to delay the end of the game and secure the win, but actually Wahvey, both times he's done that, has converted them for goals immediately. Wahvey trying to control the ball. Mawkzy bumps him and secures the game almost for sure. 28 seconds. And now it would take quite the choke for Mawkzy not to hold on. It could still happen, but at least a couple of these kickoffs are going to be neutral. Maybe not. Wahvey scores within enough time. It took him about 6 seconds. He had a lot more to score with if he really wanted to make his way back. And we've got another diagonal. Will we see a half flip from Mawkzy again? No, he's had enough of that. He's been scored on a few times now. Wahvey is going to get a wall-to-air dribble. He needs to clutch up in an important moment previously. He did just that. Wahvey! The flick lacked just a little bit of power that it needed to be able to get it past Mawkzy. It was a great setup. And if he connected with it just a bit harder, it would have gone over the top of Mawkzy, but instead, the limp shot results in one more goal, but not enough to come back. It'll be a GG's, a sweep. 2 wins for Mawkzy on EU, and he stole the only US East game. This one was close in the end, but Mawkzy certainly controlled the series.